Good morning, FBC Port A people. It is good to connect with you again on a Thursday, a very cold and technically not freezing, but freezing to me. Here it is, February 24th, 2022, 7:55 a.m., and it is quite cold. And yes, I am a weather weenie, I admit it, but I'm ready for February and winter to go and never to return. That's just me. I know that's not everybody. So let's go ahead and continue with what we're supposed to be doing instead of talking about the weather, right? All right, well, of course, we'll start out with our small groups. We want you to be a part of our small groups. We have amazing small group leaders. There's only one on here that is no longer meeting. That's the very bottom one that I just clicked on. It is this group right here. They are no longer meeting. They just wrapped up their study. It's a Winter Texan Wednesday morning study. The rest of them are meeting, and we want to encourage you to be a part of a small group. We have just amazing things going on in each small group. People are sharing, people being prayed for, ministered to. Just want to encourage you to be a part of this. Other thing I want to encourage you to do is to pray about what God wants you to give. Of course, if you're here Sunday mornings at 9:30, you can drop your offering in the offering box. You can mail it to the office. Text the word FBC Port A to 73256 or go online, fbcporta.com/give. But before you do any of that, we want you to pray and ask God what He wants you to give. We have some very cool things coming up in our ministry areas with youth ministry, with camps, with preteen camp, some very neat things that are happening along with our worship ministry and music. And all of that, of course, takes money. I wish we could just do away with money, but we can't. God has allowed it for a reason, so let's use what God has given us to further the kingdom. And that's where I really want to encourage us to pray. How can we give so that the kingdom grows? Speaking of kingdom, we just had Tidal Wave Kids last night. We had our spring high last night, and just really appreciate our workers, how they are willing to give and come up here even in bad weather and cold weather, and they serve, and we have a wonderful time on Wednesday nights. This will probably be one of the last times you see this slide right here, because we need deposits this week by March 1st if you plan on going on the Ecuador mission trip. Something coming up, though, spring break, is a Splash Bash. That is March the 12th. It'll be in our church backyard, blow-up water park, got food, games, it's for the whole family. Teenagers especially, but it's for parents. Why does that keep moving? I've got to fix that. I see what I need to do, and I'll do that in just a second. There. I just fixed it. Now I can continue, not be distracted by the squirrel. Okay. So anyway, we want the whole family to be here. Be a part of Splash Bash in our backyard, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., March the 12th, during spring break. And then speaking of youth stuff, we have preteen camp, July 13th through 16th, youth camp, July 18th through 22nd. You can register on our church website. Go to fbcporta.com. Click on ministries, then you'll see students, then just follow the directions there for registration. And then this will probably, since I won't be here during the week, next week, this will be the last time that I mention this, the Pregnancy Center Banquet. I want you to save the date, be a part of this banquet. If you can be here Thursday, March the 3rd, I think it's right around 6 o'clock. And Tim Tebow is the guest speaker. It's going to be packed, I'm quite sure. To get someone like Tim Tebow in Corpus Christi, it'll be packed. Be a part of this. This is really a cool event. I love the Pregnancy Resource Center and all that they do. We support them wholeheartedly here at First Baptist Church. Then, of course, be praying for those who are going through steps. If you've gone through steps and you want to mentor someone, it's not too late to check with Thomas and Jackie on that. I'm not sure what their answer will be, but you can always ask. So I want to encourage you to check with them and to pray for those who are going through steps. And then our verse for this Sunday, I'll fix that so that it can be read a little bit better. But what then shall we say to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us? He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also with him graciously give us all things? The whole point of this one, I think I need to condense this anyway. If God is for us, who can be against us? That's our focus right there. And we're back in our evangelism series. The topic is Evangelism is Confrontational. Now, don't take that as we're going to be up in people's faces. That's not what I'm using, the benign definition of the word confrontation, because one of the definitions is just a face-to-face conversation. And that's really at the heart of where we're going to be in John chapter 9. So you can read ahead. We'll be in John chapter 9 this Sunday. Wonderful story. I love this story. And we'll be back in it. So thank you for tuning in, seeing what's going on a very cold Thursday morning. At least the roads aren't icy. I guess we can be thankful for that. All right. Well, I hope to see you this Sunday, 9:30 a.m., both online and in person. If you can't make it Sunday morning, join us online. Be a part of that. And I hope to see you one way or another this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Thank you for tuning in, seeing what's